of experts up here talking to you about all sorts of important things, questions you might have. Unfortunately, though, you know, one of our experts just couldn't make it, and so we're gonna need one of you to help out. So if anybody wants to come up, all you have to do is just be yourself. You know, who wants to join us on stage and sit in this lovely seat right here? If you point someone else out, you have to be the one that comes. You want to come up? Everybody give a round of applause! So you have the easiest job. All you have to do is just be yourself, right? So tell us a little bit about yourself. What brings you here today?
Well, I am a student at Sherman College, chiropractic instructor.
Okay.
And all we do is just study and take tests.
Right.
So this was a good way to
get a little break.
Enjoy. Yes, with my husband.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Give it up for Kate. Okay, so chiropractic school. So when you have a chiropractic test, is it like a test person that's like, all right, everybody come on here and get going on me? Like, how do you practice chiropractic?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we do is, they train us on what to feel for.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So it's a practical. And so we practice on one another, and so leading up to the practical, yes, you have to know your stance, where to place your hands, and no, we don't adjust until much later.
Okay, I was gonna say, because otherwise, like peer evaluation, you'd be like, oh, let me tell you that guy's not doing great. I know, because I've still heard from Money Trend. Awesome. Okay, so we actually do have a real expert in training. As you see, as we move down the panel, it might deteriorate a little bit. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, the rest of our esteemed panel.
Hi, my name's Gary.
Great, Gary. Okay,
yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, I work at 9 to 5, but you don't want to hear about that. What you want to hear about is my world record. I hold the world record of number of hedgehogs in a basement.
I'm sorry, see, at first I thought you said war record? You hold a war record?
Oh.
So then this is just a world record of hedgehogs.
It's a world record.
Okay.
And it's not going to be broken.
What is that number, just for all of our satisfaction?
Well, see, if I told you, then you know too much. You got to go buy one of the books with Gary's face in it. Gary will sign it.
Oh, great. Okay. And so you came here today to tell everyone about your hedgehog accomplishments?
Gary got to get publicity.
Right. Yeah. Great. Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. The world record. Okay. Third panelist, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Ginevra St. Cabriolet, and I know you're thinking, yes, I am the famous balloon expert. I get that all the time.
Did you say Ginevra?
Ginevra St. Cabriolet. Yes. Yes.
Not related to the famous balloon expert.
Oh, no, I am.
Oh,
I am
it's
the
really
one.
you.
Yes.
Wow, I thought you just said you looked like her.
No,
Okay.
no. One
Great.
and the same.
Great, one and the same. So how'd you get into that line of work?
Oh, you know what? As a small child, I can't talk about it.
Okay, great. That sounds like a good story.
My mother was allergic to latex, and I wanted to make her happy, and so I played with the balloons that she couldn't. Oh no.
That's very touching.
It is. This is for you, Mom.
Yeah, hope she's watching over there.
Yeah.
Right. Great. So as you can see, we've got an esteemed panel of experts, and we would love to have you ask some questions, right? Questions about life, about the universe. It could be, what is the meaning of life? Where did children come from? But not those two, because I just burned them. But any questions that you have for all of our panelists here, they can all answer. What do you got?
What should I be for Halloween?
Oh, okay. What's your approach to Halloween? How do you pick a costume?
Okay. What is something that you dreamed of being when you were a child? You can start there. So, for instance, most little girls want to be princesses or fairies.
What about you? What are you going to be for Halloween?
Wonder Woman sounds good.
Good choice. Okay, awesome. What about you, Gary? What do you have to say about Halloween?
You know, Gary one time wore a Sonic the Hedgehog outfit. Gary took his photo as Sonic the Hedgehog when he won that prize. So, what Gary suggests is you should go as a fox. And when you go as a fox, pretend you're trying to get as many little tiny things in that box. That way Gary got hedgehogs in a basement and you can practice and be a winner like Gary.
Yes.
That's great
My
advice.
suggestion is winners.
Okay, Ginevra St. Cabriolet.
Cabriolet, that's right. So here's what I'm gonna say. You're gonna go vintage. Okay, you remember those like crazy big balloons that had like a stuffed animal and kind of looked like a snow globe, but not really. But they were like decoration. You're gonna go vintage. That's like 80s. Do it. Be a little stuffed animal in a balloon. No one else will do it. You'll be like the biggest hit. Don't let anyone pop you. That's just a free life lesson. Don't let anyone pop you.
And make sure to take a big, deep breath before you get in that
Yes.
balloon. All right, another question for our panelists up here.
Why is the sky blue?
Why is the sky blue? What's your take on the sky's color?
Because it can't be pink. Right?
It's been forbidden. It's forbidden.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why it has to be blue.
It has to be blue because it can't be pink.
It can't be blue.
And then those are the only two options for skies. Yeah,
Blue or
blue
pink?
or pink. Just like babies, right? Blue or pink.
Gender relationship.
All right, Gary, what do you think? Why is the sky blue?
Gary don't know nothing about no science. Gary does know space management. So now, Gary recommends that you go outside and see how much of that air you can take in, breathe it, and how many of your friends you can stuff in a trunk, and that's good practice for a basement. It's also probably blue, from what I hear. Gary don't go out much.
So you're guessing as to the color of the sky.
It's an educated guess.
All right. Great, okay. Ginevra.
Yeah, well, obviously, blue is a very soothing color. We all know that. It's very calming. And the sky is blue because it's the perfect background color for any photo you may need to take, perhaps of a loved one or your favorite bouquet of balloons or your favorite hot air balloon. That's why.
Now, that's a technical term for balloons? You can have a bouquet of balloons?
Are you a simpleton? Of course. Yes. How do you celebrate occasions?
A bouquet of balloons?
There it is.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right, we have time for one more question for our experts. What you got?
Is there such thing as soulmates?
Okay, now we're digging deep. Okay, is there such a thing as soulmates? What's your take?
There has to be. Because then if not, then how would you have common ground with a friend or with your beloved or because you have to know if you were in love with that person or if it's just on the surface, right? Meaning maybe precious.
I like this term beloved. You know, you don't hear it a lot. Is that something that's in chiropractic school?
That's mine.
That's yours. All right, Gary. Tell us about soulmates.
Gary's a numbers guy.
Right?
So
Yeah.
you get enough people in a room or a box or a basement, shove them in there. Gary thinks one of the two, if not three, could be soulmates.
So you think you can have more than one soulmate?
One out of one basement, yeah. Finds a soulmate.
Okay, so statistically speaking, yes. So you were bringing hedgehog soulmates together.
Yeah. You smart man.
Deep meaning. All right, Ginevra, tell us about soulmates.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Of course, soulmates have to exist. You know, a balloon on its own is just a flat piece of latex on the ground, and it's awfully sad. But then someone comes along and just blows it up with this lovely, fresh air, and all of a sudden gives it life. And I think that's what my husband, Richard St. Caberlet, has done in my life. Sir Richard St. Caberlet, I should say. He is the air in my balloon.